looks exceptional. So we will keep it. So there's no need to get a shock here. We're just going to fetch for a basic, play out a loyalist. Get in for 1. So our optimal turn 1 play is either a Goblin Guide or a Foundry Street Denizen. This guy is a distant third. Bird's Paradise. So it looks like junk. This is one of our worst matchups, so we'll see if we can get it done early. So it doesn't really matter. So we'll go here. Bushwhacker kicked. Get in for 4. I don't know if he has any real incentive to block here, but he may. If he's got another birds in his hand. Flagstones. Alright, so smallpox maybe, noble hierarch. Alright. Bloodstainmire. Sure. So with 50% of our lands being fetches, it usually makes more sense to do that. So pre-combat, we're going to Goblin Grenade to get Surge. We're giving up theoretically 2 points of damage to get 5, so it kind of works. We're going to Surge here. Alright, that's fine. Sure. Yep. We still get the trigger. Still going to swing 2. And let's see what he does. Alright, going to 6. So is dead to a lot of things. Siege Rhino would be real bad for us here. Tarmogoyf is what it is, at least doesn't gain life. Oh, Mir Superion. So this could be a Coco deck. And Mir Superions are real good. And they were even nice, and they actually used creatures. They did not take advantage of the bug. So, good on them. We'll play out the Thicket here. I'm just going to pay full price for the free runner. And I will wait. So we're going to take some pretty crazy beats this turn. Alright, setting up a possible combo. If they have one of the other combo pieces in their hand and a cord, they can just do it. Oh, okay, so they had a land. If it's really okay, interesting. We are flooding out, so we just wait. Let's see if we can draw this. So basically, we can dirtle until we draw 2 burn spells. That would be ideal. Or if he swings board, we should be able to sneak in with a burn spell and his blockers tap down. We should be able to get in the last points of damage. Okay. So I don't particularly want to trade anything. I'm just going to sandbag this lightning bolt, and we've still got a very healthy life total, so unless he tries to combo us out, I'm content to just wait. It's a big quarter calling. Yep. X equals 5. Yeah, that card. I am not a fan of that card. So I think we're going to lose this one. Life gain is one of the things that we really can't beat. And it's not really worth trying. So this could be Spike Feeder. If it is, we're just going to scoop. Where's Redcap? Okay, that is certainly something. So if he gets Lyra, then he's got infinite damage. So, yep, that's fine. So if he doesn't attack for some reason, yeah, no reason not to. Gain 4, so we go to 10. Puts him out of reach of burn spells, straight burn spells. So we'll see what our next draw is. Murderous Redcap for value. Wooded Foothills. Alright, I'll scoop them up and see what we got out of the sideboard. Not much. Well, we get Tormod's Crypt. Shuts off their combo. Gutshot is pretty terrible here. Well, collateral damage. I don't think they have instant speed removals, just path. I'm going to cut one of the free runners. And Goblin Guide is pretty bad against them because they are really looking to get a lot of lands. And we don't necessarily want to give them extra lands if we can avoid it. And we'll run it like that and see where we land. Alright. So we've got no turn 1 play, but we do have a turn 2 free runner. We have enough lands in our hand that pretty much, I'm maybe jinxing myself, but we pretty much are going to be drawing gas most of the time, just statistically, because this is two cards, this is two cards. So 2, 4, 5, 6 out of the 19 lands in our deck are essentially in our hand. So if they play out a bird, excuse me, if they play out a bird next turn, we can Gutshot Freerunner or Hierarch, same thing. So that'll put them behind a little bit. And so Gutshot, pay 2 life. Search Freerunner, get a clock going. Tarmogoyf, hey buddy. Well, he can't block us, so we're just gonna stick with the program. So I'm not really interested in trading Freerunner for Tarmogoyf, so there's no really have incentive to do that. So I've got 8 points of burn in my hand. So alright. So we've got no turn 1 play, but we do have a turn 2 Freerunner. We have enough lands in our hand that pretty much, I'm maybe jinxing myself, but we pretty much are going to be drawing gas most of the time, just statistically, because this is two cards, this is two cards. So 2, 4, 5, 6 out of the 19 lands in our deck are essentially in our hand. So if they play out a bird, excuse me, if they play out a bird next turn, we can Gutshot Freerunner or Hierarch, same thing. So that'll put them behind a little bit. And so Gutshot, pay 2 life. Search Freerunner, get a clock going. Tarmogoyf, hey buddy. Well, he can't block us, so we're just gonna stick with the program. I'm not really interested in trading Free Runner for Tarmogoyf, so um, it, there's no really have incentive to do that. So I've got 8 points of burn in my hand. So I've got him basically on a 2-turn clock unless he can kill the Free Runner. So it'll be next turn 3 unless he plays out another creature to double block. Makes my life easier. Kitchen Finks, sure. Should have brought in those magma sprays, but that's what happens sometimes. So there's Pile Driver, always a good one. I would love a Tormod's Crypt here anytime. Would actually be pretty great. So we can still sit back a little bit. This is, like I said, hands down our worst matchup. So the only other one that I can think of that's worse is Blue-White Red Control. Alright, so there's Legion Loyalist. No, I do not want to pay 2 life. So we can swing here. It would be Trample, First Strike and Trample. Let's run that up and see where we land. It's going to take 3 no matter what, unless he chooses to double block here, but that doesn't seem great. So I'm sure he has a path, probably for the Pile Driver. Is he Cord for Orzhov Pontiff? What's happening? Oh, Collected Company. Alright, let's see what he comes up with. Alright, he appears to have whiffed on the Collected Company. That happens sometimes. Alright. Is there already an instant in the graveyard? Yes, there is. Alright. So I actually can trade Legion Loyalist for Tarmogoyf here. There's already a creature and an instant, so it's creature instant land, which is why it's a 3/4. So if I kill it with an instant, it won't raise its power and toughness. So I'm going to do that. So Kitchen Finks comes back, but we're still in a good spot. Oh, that's right, I forgot. First Strike. Didn't have to trade him at all. So, I mean, we can certainly still get blown out. I'm not. Even though we're in a good spot, we absolutely do not have this game locked up. So we need to still play like we're probably going to lose. Alright, Spike Feeder. So next turn, if they have Archangel of Thune, they drop land Archangel, then we just lose. And that happens sometimes. Okay, so interesting. We're just going to play out the Bushwhacker. The +1 is fine, but in this instance, I'd rather have the bodies, considering that the only other thing I have is Goblin Grenade. I don't want to take somebody off the field just to do that. Alright, there we go. So we didn't draw any of our sideboard cards. So I'm going to bring in the magma sprays. I'll take out one goblin grenade. And we'll take out the other two goblin guides. I don't love going down on creatures, but sometimes you have to. Alright, so we got magma spray in our opening hand, which is great. I will keep this. Searing Blood is also a good removal option for this deck. But like I said, since we are very, very soft to this, it makes more sense to run that. So we'll run out Foundry Street. Next turn we're actually going to play out Pile Driver, get him with this, and then next turn we're going to plan to do Kicked Bushwhacker here. Alright. Doesn't really matter, we'll play out the mountain, Pile Driver. Offer the trade here. Takes it. Alright. They may have their combo, or much of their combo in hand, which is why they're inclined to take a fair amount of damage, because they know they're just going to win. Alright, so Kitchen Finks we will take care of next turn, and then we can actually just Surge regular Bushwhacker, or Surge Reckless Bushwhacker. Play out Firelit Thicket. So we'll do double red here. We will Magma Spray the Kitchen Finks. And then Surge Reckless Bushwhacker. Get in for a nice little chunk of damage here. Okay, that's one way to do it. Maybe as another Kitchen Finks. Scavenging Ooze. Oh, and a second Kitchen Finks. Alright, so that puts him to 8. If I draw another land here, all right. Well, I think so. Kick Bushwhacker. I could have gone Bushwhacker, kick Bushwhacker, but all right. Let's run this through. I think we still get there. So he blocks him with him, blocks him. He's going to gain 2, lose 5. So, and he scoops him up. All right. Well, that was a very, very good outcome for a match that is usually awful. So sideboards with this deck are extremely important. And we'll see you next time.